Great thinkers have tried to answer one of life's biggest questions. Who am I? In this video, we explore the ideas of philosophers and scholars who have shaped how we understand ourselves. From Socrates' call to question everything to Merleau-Ponty's view of lived experience, each thinker offers a unique lens that challenges us to reflect, grow, and see life in new ways. Let's journey through their wisdom and discover what it means to truly know ourselves. Socrates, 469 to 399 BCE. Greek philosopher known for the Socratic method, questioning to uncover truth. Believed the soul is immortal and self-knowledge leads to a virtuous life. Sentenced to death by passion for corrupting the youth of Athens. Plato, 427 to 347 BCE. Students of Socrates and founder of the Academy in Athens, believed the soul has three parts: reason, spirit, and appetite. Proposed the theory of forms, stating ultimate reality exists beyond the physical world. Saint Augustine, 354 to 430 CE, Christian theologian who merged Plato's philosophy with faith, believed the self is a soul made in God's image, seeking divine union. Influential works include Confessions and the City of God. René Descartes, 1596 to 1650, French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist. Founder of modern philosophy, famous for "I think, therefore I am." Believed mind and body are distinct. Practiced methodical doubt to discover absolute certainty. John Locke, 1632 to 1704. English philosopher known for the tabula rasa or blank slate theory. Argued identity is formed through memory and experiences. Believed moral responsibility depends on remembered actions. David Hume, 1711 to 1776. Scottish philosopher and leading figure in empiricism and skepticism. Denied a permanent self, proposed the bundle theory of changing perceptions. Distinguished between vivid impressions and less lively ideas. Immanuel Kant, 1724 to 1804. German philosopher who combined rationalism and empiricism. Believed the mind actively organizes sensory data into a unified self. Distinguished between inner self, thoughts or feelings, and outer self or senses. Sigmund Freud, 1856 to 1939, Austrian neurologist, founder of psychoanalysis, divided the psyche into ID or desires, ego or reality, and superego or morality. Believed the unconscious forces shape personality and behavior. Gilbert Ryle, 1900s to 1976. British philosopher who rejected mind-body dualism, argued that self is revealed through actions, not hidden inside. Called the separation of mind and body a category mistake. Paul Churchland, 1942 to present, contemporary Canadian philosopher and materialist, believes the self is the brain, best understood through neuroscience. Advocates eliminative materialism, rejecting certain common mental concepts. Maurice Merleau-Ponty, 1908 to 1961, French philosopher associated with phenomenology and existentialism, saw the self as embodied subjective, lived through body. Argued that mind and body function as one in perceiving and experiencing the world. Socrates' key idea: body plus soul. Believe true wisdom begins with self-examination. The self is the immortal soul, distinct from the body. An unexamined life is not worth living. Self-awareness leads to virtue and happiness. Use the Socratic method or questioning to uncover truth within oneself. Plato, key idea: body plus mind. Student of Socrates, expanded on the soul's nature, divided the self into three parts: rational, or reason, seeks truth; spirited, emotions, seeks honor; appetitive, desires, seeks pleasure. A balanced self requires reason ruling over emotions and desires. Introduce the theory of forms, suggesting the soul belongs to a higher, eternal reality. Saint Augustine, key idea: body plus soul plus Christianity. Combine Plato's ideas with Christian theology. The self is an immortal soul temporarily housed in a body. True happiness comes from loving and uniting with God. Emphasize introspection, self-knowledge leads to divine truth. René Descartes, key idea: cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Immaterial soul, father of modern philosophy, introduced mind-body dualism. The self is the thinking mind, separate from the physical body. Doubted all sensory experiences, but concluded that the act of thinking proves existence. The mind is the true essence of the self. John Locke, key idea: tabula rasa, or blank slate. Self plus experience. The self is not innate, but shaped by experience and memory. At birth, the mind is a blank slate. Identity forms through life experiences. Personal identity relies on consciousness and memory. If you remember past experiences, you are the same self over time. David Hume, key idea: no permanent self. Rejected the idea of a fixed, unchanging self. The self is just a bundle of perceptions, or thoughts, feelings, sensations in constant flux. There is no soul or mind behind these experiences, just a stream of consciousness. Immanuel Kant, key idea: inner plus outer self. The self is not just perceptions, but an active organizer of reality. The mind structures experiences through categories like time, space, and causality. Distinguish between phenomenal self and nominal self. Sigmund Freud, key idea: mind plus deep. Divided the self into three parts: id, ego, and superego. Much of the self is unconscious, driven by repressed desires and childhood experiences. Gilbert Ryle, key idea: you are the way you behave. Rejected Descartes' mind-body dualism as a category mistake. The self is not a hidden ghost inside a machine. Behavior defines the self. We are what we do, not an inner soul. Paul Churchland, key idea: self is the brain. The self is entirely physical, a product of brain processes. Rejects folk psychology in favor of neuroscience. Personality, thoughts, and identity rise from electrochemical activity in the brain. Maurice Merleau-Ponty, key idea: self is embodied. The self is not just mind or brain, but lived bodily experience. We perceived and interact with the world through our bodies. Rejected mind-body separation. Consciousness is always embodied.
Socrates inspires me to keep asking questions and not be afraid to admit when I don't know something. His belief that wisdom begins with recognizing our own ignorance reminds me to stay humble and curious. Locke's idea of the mind as a blank slate inspires me to see learning as a lifelong process and to fill my mind with good, useful knowledge.
Hume's belief that our knowledge comes from experience reminds me to value what I learn in real life, not just from books or theories.
Understanding plant growth through caring for plants, not just from biology textbooks.
Can't believe our mind shapes how we see reality. Watching movies or shows at home, we use our mind to organize and interpret the world, even when it is as imaginative as science fiction. It's incredible how my mind makes sense of these complex ideas, even though they seem so unreal.
Freud's ideas on the unconscious mind makes me aware that my thoughts and behaviors can be shaped by things I am not always conscious of, but it encouraged me to better understand myself.
Ryle challenges me to think about the mind not as something separate from the body, but as connected to what I do in my everyday actions.